My name is Aylex, and I love to swim with the sharks, punch above my weight class, and surprise anyone who underestimates me. But if you're not someone like that, if you're someone that feels lazy, unmotivated, or maybe you just feel like there's so much more that you could be doing with your life, well, today, I have a method that will help you take control of your life, perform at levels surprising even yourself, but most importantly, help you take revenge on all those people who doubted you. But in order to understand how to use this method, we have to first understand what this method was made for. You see, growing up, I seemed like that kid that was gonna do nothing. I remember my teachers telling me, Aylex, you'll never get into university. My coaches told me, Aylex, you'll never be a champion. Wackos, right? A little insane in the membrane, but I get it. I mean, I had straight C's in school, my sports absolutely sucked, and I didn't really do anything besides play video games and watch anime. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Until I met my role model, Rock Lee. Now, for those of you who don't know who Rock Lee is a ninja cartoon depiction of Bruce Lee in the anime Naruto, where everyone has the ability to blow up cities in seconds with their superpowers, except for him. All he can do is hand-to-hand combat. Pretty lame. And because of that, his mentors, his peers, his community thinks that he does not have the ability to become a ninja because of his inability to use ninjutsu. But regardless, he sticks to a steadfast training regimen of the one thing that he knows how. Hand-to-hand combat. And in one of his final ninja exams, where he had to fight one of the strongest villains at the time, Gaara, who had the ability to control sand, everyone thought he would stand no chance. Until he took off his 10,000-pound training weights and started moving at speeds exceeding even the best. And it's at that moment we realized that Rock Lee may be one of the best fighters of all time. And you know what? That really inspired me. It showed me it's not about the conditions that you're born into. It's about the actions that you take in your lifetime that define who you are. So, I did what any sane person would do after watching that. I started my ninja training. So at midnight, I would sneak out into the forest and start punching trees. I would do my weapon training at night. And sometimes I would pretend to run really fast, just like Rock Lee. But I couldn't become a ninja. Why? Because ninjas like that don't exist in this world. Well, then I thought, why not do the next best thing? I could embody the work ethics of Rock Lee into my life, into my education, into my sports, into my future career. And so I started working really hard, just like Rock Lee, and it didn't change anything. Why? Because I can't just snap my fingers and start working like a machine. Over time, I get lazy. I get demotivated. Then I realized that the biggest difference between me and Rock Lee, besides the fact that he's not real, is that he has Guy Sensei in his life. A sensei to make sure he's always on path to pursuing his dreams. But I didn't have anyone like that. So being the delusional anime lover I was, I thought I could do anything I imagined. I created an imaginary sensei in my head. And I did this with a method I call the wake-up method. A method that wakes you up from that state of idleness and puts you into a state of action. And the best part is that this method only has 3 steps, and I want you to follow along with me as we do it. Step number 1, you're going to imagine your sensei standing right in front of you, however they may look. They may look like Master Yoda or the Hulk. You're going to get your sensei to ask you, what are you doing right now? Then you want to reply to your sensei out loud. Right now, I'm giving a talk on how to take action. Step 2, you get your sensei to ask you, What should you be doing right now? And again, reply out loud. Right now, I should be giving a talk on how to take action. And step 3 is seeing if steps 1 and 2 align. If they align, then perfect. Continue doing what you're doing. But if they don't align, then the active realization combined with saying out loud is going to give you that slap in the face that you need to pull you out of that state of idleness into the state of action. And over time, you want to train yourself to give you those slap in the face every hour, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 second, until you can devote every second of your life into taking action. And this method completely changed my life. You see, ever since the start of COVID, I had to give up my previous career of being an MC and and I had to come back to Vancouver. So I needed something new to do. So I decided I wanted to start a career in social media because I wanted to create a platform where I could share my journey and inspire others to pursue their passions as well. Now, the hardest part for me was the amount of negativity. People would always tell me, "You're not interesting enough. Social media is not a stable career. That stuff's for little kids, not someone like you." But I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I knew with the Sensei by my side, I could accomplish it. So I started making content, researching, reaching out to work with people. And in those times of negativity where I would see maybe really mean content, a comment, and sitting on the couch thinking, man, is this really worth it? Maybe I should just quit. Boom! Sensei appears in front of me. What are you doing right now? Right now I'm sitting on the couch just being a little loser. What should you be doing right now? I should be making content, researching, reaching out to people. Am I doing right now? No, I'm not. And that realization pulls me out of that state of idleness into a state of action, giving me 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 to now 1 million followers. And I felt great. I created a platform where I could have fun, learn, and get paid, and inspire others to pursue the things they're passionate about. But this doesn't just apply in business. This also applies to education as well. I wanted to show all my teachers that I could get into a university. But the hardest part is homework's really hard. I don't know how you guys do that stuff. That stuff is not made for humans. But I knew in order to achieve my goals, I had to do it. So I got started. I put sticky notes all across the wall, boom, 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 saying the words, what are you doing right now? What should you be doing right now? Are you doing it right now? And in those times that I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just do my homework tomorrow. Maybe I'll just play a round of video games. I would see the sticky note on the wall. Boom! And I would think, what am I doing right now? Right now, I'm procrastinating. What should I be doing right now? I should be starting on my essay. Am I doing right now? No. So I get started. 1 paragraph, 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. By the time I'm done 3 paragraphs, I'm done my homework. By the time I'm done my homework, I got into university. I changed all those C's into A's to get into one of Canada's top university, UBC, and graduated with a bachelor's in cognitive systems. I showed my teachers that it's not about when you start, it's about how you start. And this method also applies to sports. I wanted to show my coaches that I could be a champion. Hardest part, my physical ability sucked. I needed to go on those 5 a.m. runs. I needed to work out during my lunch and study breaks. And in those times where I would be lying on the bed thinking, maybe I'll just sleep in today. Boom, the method happens in my head. What am I doing right now? Just lying in bed. What should I be doing right now? I should be going for that 5 a.m. run. Am I doing it right now? No. Well, it's time to take action. I transformed myself into that athlete who is like this, into an athlete who's now like this. I became provincial champion, national in 3rd, and started competing in private leagues. And I showed those coaches, I showed my competitors that I could be a champion. Over time, I developed this method from having to have that sensei in front of me and saying out loud to using visual cues to now having the method built into my head. And it completely changed me as a person. No, I'm not saying that you need to devote every second of your life into working, because sometimes what you should be doing is relaxing. But if there's ever a moment in your day where you think, man, I'm too lazy, man, I'm lacking motivation, or there's just something more that I could be doing, then ask yourself, what am I doing right now?